Happy birthday. Born on the 12th of March. That's going to be a very powerful horoscope for you. You have a sense of domination, a sense of wanting to do things on a very, very big scale, wanting power and authority over whatever area of business or job that you have. But all that can lose you many friends and also produce a lot of opposition to you. I would rather you be very flexible and be very negotiable and to mix with people at all levels nicely. Then this can be translated as wanting to be a leader and taking charge and doing things for the right for people. Otherwise, many will perceive you as very dominating and very stubborn. You have a good horoscope, which is going to do some marvelous big things in business. Your ideas will always be very grand and very big. But remember, are you able to sustain whatever you build on such a big scale? That will be the problem. To build, to start, yes, you can. To sustain it would be a problem. So don't do things, whether in job, whether in business, to do things beyond your capability. No need to show that grandeur that you want to do. You could be a great politician because the government will interest you. You want to stand for the rights of others and you want to represent them as well. You will be a traveler, a person going from country to country, not only just for holidays, but to do business. You could be a great trader of some kind, buying products from here and selling it over there in another country. You are born to be very imaginative and very creative in everything that you do. And you have the magnetism of the sun, which means you are tended to be pushed into the limelight. Yes, you will be thrust into the limelight to do some very important things on your life. Always remember, don't expand too fast, don't grow too big, whether in business, whether in job. Authority is something you must realize should not be pushed down the throats of people, but through kindness and the ability of understanding what others need, you will become a very powerful and great person that you want. You will have the magnetism of being very inventive, but you also will be very hasty and impatient and impulsive. That you have to control. And don't be argumentative for nothing. Consider that the speech is the most powerful means of communication. Use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, and even use a body language which is soft. You will come out smelling like roses, and people will give you the support to do things in a big way. The calendar year 2020 is going to be very slippery for you, meaning that is going to be making you very hasty, impatient, and impulsive. And that will lead to all kinds of problems, even accidents. Accidents can be not only physical, but emotional accidents and verbal accidents. So slow down in speech and action. Count to five before you say or do anything in 2020. That's the way to control the speed at which 2020 wants to move. Slow it down, you'll be able to have more control. Otherwise, unexpected problems in 2020 will give you many upsets up to 40%, which is a lot. You'll only be left with 60% to get things done. Now, what I don't know is your ages. And so I'm going to imagine some ages to give you examples of these. Let's imagine that you are the ages of 16 or 25 or 34 or 43 or 52 or 61, verbally well. Never mind the quickness and uncertainty of 2020. So if you are of these ages which I've mentioned, if you are of these ages which I've mentioned, you're good. I'm going to give you another set, and you can migrate and you can leave the country, you can work in different countries, live there as well. I'm going to give you another set of ages. And if you happen to be ages of 19 or 28 or 37 or 46 or 55 or 64 or 73 or 82, you're going to be also a very lucky person, finding recognition, leadership qualities, finding that in 2020 you can make a lot of progress, get progress. So these are two examples of very good example of an age which you have to be careful in 2024. If you happen to be the ages of 22 or 31 or 40 or 49 or 58 or 67 or 76. I urge you to be very careful in 2020, whether job wise, money wise, business wise, whether marriage or whether romance or whether even bodily harm. Anything can happen because these ages will work with the patient's hastiness and impulsiveness. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in misery of every kind in 2020. I'm going to give another set of example of ages. If you are the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75, you also have to be very careful. This is very tricky. These ages will give you the opportunity to start something on a very big scale. You may get the bank account, you may get the support from the bank, but you will have to be careful. If you do things on too big a scale of these, if you're of these ages in 2020, then you won't be able to sustain it. You can start it, but you can't finish it. And that's how these ages will get you into trouble in 2020. So do things on a smaller scale would be better. Regarding your health, I'm going to say a few things. You will put on a lot of weight as you get older. So be careful and be aware of weight problems. And you can also be a person whose cholesterol levels will be very, very high, which will be affecting your liver and your heart and clogging up your arteries as well. I don't want to say too much about your health, but if I had your full date of birth and your time of birth, and if I could look at your palms, I could do a 90-minute session with you to cover your next 9 years in all areas of your life, whether it's the job, the business, the finances, the romance, the marriage, the family, and increasingly about your health as well. That would be a very intensive 90 minutes that you'll spend with me. And of course, you will know exactly what's going to happen year by year, calendar year by calendar year. And more than that, I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers in these 90 minutes. And I'll show you how to reach that supernatural energy that's within you so that you can be special in the world when we human being on its own cannot do that. So I'll show you how to reach that guide. Some call it the soul, some call it the spirit, whatever it is. And I will show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. It's a system. And I'll give you your lucky colors and lucky gemstones and lucky days and lucky directions. It's going to be a fabulous 90-minute session. All that's going to cost you is $50. That's all. So I'm going to show you my email again, just in case I haven't. Send me that email here, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. And you can have this 90-minute session, which will cost you $50 to know your next 9 years. How about that? So that you can control the ups and control the down and do the things that your dreams want to take you to. Happy birthday again. Remember that you born on the 12th of March. It's a very powerful horoscope to have. If you learn how to control it, you get the best out of it. You can reach the heights of success in a very large way. Well, I wish you a happy birthday, and I look forward to you sending me a message on email. Thank you and goodbye.